Sorry.
Okay, I want to go ahead and do
Yeah,
that.
keep recording in screen pal, whatever you want to do.
All right. Now we have a backup. Great. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so this is a video that I would consider putting into your course, maybe in the course home. This is directly from Respondus webpage, and it'll give the student an introduction about what they can expect, and it'll kind of take the load off you just to try to a little bit of a selling point.
Probably required to use Lockdown Browser or Respondus Monitor for an online exam. Lockdown Browser is a different kind of browser. While taking an exam, you can't print, use other applications, visit other websites, you can't even search the internet for answers.
There's no sound, Jamie.
Takes all the fun out of online tests. But here's the good thing. Your classmates can't do those things either, so it's a level playing field for everyone. To use Lockdown Browser for an exam, you'll log into your online course as usual and navigate to the test. If Lockdown Browser hasn't yet been installed to the device, you're prompted to do that step. Otherwise, Lockdown Browser will start automatically or will indicate that you need to start it manually. Upon startup, Lockdown Browser might warn you that certain applications have to be shut down before you continue, like screen capture programs, instant messaging, or pretty much anything that lets you communicate with the outside world. After this quick step, your test will begin. Remember, after the exam starts, you won't be able to do other things on your device until you submit the exam for grading. When you're done, just exit Lockdown Browser and you'll be all set. Your instructor might also require you to use a webcam with Lockdown Browser. This is often called Respondus Monitor, but you can just think of it as a webcam for Lockdown Browser. The nice thing about the webcam feature is that it allows exams to occur from the comfort of your home or from the other side of the world. Plus, exams can be delivered at any time of the day or night without any advanced scheduling required. The webcam will record what happens during the exam, and the instructor can review it afterward. Remember, no one is watching you in real time, and only your instructor will view the proctoring results and video later. If an exam requires you to use Lockdown Browser and a webcam, just locate the exam in your learning system and select it. Before the exam starts, you'll be guided through a check to make sure your webcam is running properly. Additional steps might also be required by your instructor, such as showing your ID or taking a video of your surrounding area. If you encounter any issues, you can use the built-in troubleshooting or start a live chat session with one of our super friendly support agents. No bots here. Once the exam starts, don't give the webcam another thought. Just focus on that test you stayed up all night studying for. When the exam is finished and you submit it for grading, the webcam will shut off automatically. That's pretty much it. Now, take a deep breath and good luck.
So a lot of good information in there. So I would recommend putting that into your course if you're interested in using Respondus. And of course, we can help you get that set up with the help of IT in some cases. So if there's any questions, Sarah, if you can look at the chat or just help me just unmute yourself, and I can try to answer any questions you have throughout this. So so as far as in the context of how we can use it in our course, here's a short video. It's only about a minute long, but it'll show you how you can go into your course right now and add it as a block. So here's
to activate the Respondus proctoring software in a class shell that has not had it activated previously. It's very simple. All it needs to do is go to their dashboard of their course. And then you can look down here, and if it has Respondus, it will say that. This one does not. So this is a task that one should know about the LMS in general, because sometimes if you need to do what they call edit blocks is there's new applications that can be sort of slid into the HTML of your LMS. Edit blocks are blocks that Lee has prepared in advance. I hit edit blocks, and it turns out there are some down here. I've got to click this to see them. And if I do, I can come down here and I can see Respondus Lockdown Browser. Okay, great. Now it shows up here. That's all you've got to do to have that ready. I'm going to turn editing off.
Okay, and that's really about all you have to do to add. And then you can access your dashboard, and we'd be happy to work with you on some of those. Just some stats that we have on us. So we've been using this just about a year. I think it was late August last year when we finally implemented this. We've had 8,000 tests taken with Respondus so far. We've had over 1,000 seats activated through from students in different courses. And that spans over 73 courses. So we've had quite a bit of buy-in and a lot of implementation. Sarah has some specific data about the time taken and the difference in grades. If you're interested in that kind of data, we can certainly dig that up for you and provide that. But there were some significant changes in teachers who used Respondus versus without. So I would recommend you look into that if you're interested. And this is a screenshot about this is the dashboard of the results page, so you can see what kind of information you see when the test was taken, what the score was, and the time it was taken. So that's what we use to sort of compare the data. Real quick, I want to go over ScreenPal, which I'm mentioned I'm a big fan of now. I use Screencast-O-Matic a lot. So we have Sarah's made some really great tutorial videos. Just the top one here, adding the tool in your course. He just made that one today because we got the LTI working in the course, and you can now add it and so I would recommend going and watching that first. And the bottom link is a resource, is just a link to the resource guide, and where there's roughly about 3 hours of tutorial. So ScreenPal is really great for educational videos, which is, any kind of instructor recordings, which is, introduction videos or lectures, tutorials, whatever it might be. What we've been doing in some cases, some teachers will record a video for the lecture, and then they use their class time, if they're in person, to actually go over interactive activities or maybe start a lab. So it's really effective for that kind of a flipped classroom idea. So video assignments, there's a few steps to get that set up. So I would recommend watching that video whenever you get a chance. If you follow Flipgrid, if you've ever used Flipgrid or Blackboard Collaborate, both of those tools they're not really going away, but they've been bought. So Flipgrid is bought by Microsoft, and I'm not sure what happened to Collaborate, but we're really not using those much anymore. So this would be actually a good alternative to either one of those. And plus, we have integrated quizzes with that will report back to the gradebook. So it's really similar to the H5P interactive video, but there's a really nice modern interface. So if you're interested in that, reach out to us. Again, the purpose of today is not to make you experts on any of this, but just to start a conversation and hope that that you'll engage us, and so we can start building some of this stuff for you. So to get started, you'll just you can follow this QR code if you want, but it's screenpal.com/Blue Ridge. It will take you to a single sign-on page where you'll do the whole two-factor. So, and it'll take you right to your dashboard, and by signing in, you'll have access to the full feature set. So if you don't have a screen recorder, I would really recommend this one to get started, because it's going to be free to you as an instructor. And it's really effective too. Okay, so finally, I want to talk about a little about advanced grading techniques, and I won't read all that's on these slides, but just important that we understand that simple direct grading is the minimum requirement. Using tools like rubrics and marking guides, it really does enhance the quality and consistency of your assessments. So if a student, gets an 85, there's always the question of, okay, where did that grade come from? Why did I get an 85? And these techniques serve to kind of answer that question, such as, if a student turns in an assignment, is the minimum grade going to be more than 0? So that's how you can kind of have more granular control over this. So, and they can be applied to assignments and discussion forums in different ways. So here's real quick, just so you can watch this looping video. So you go into an assignment settings, and you go up into your admin gear, down to advanced grading. And so you'll see the choices there: checklist, marking guide, or rubric. and then you can just define a new grading form. Now, what this is going to give you is once you create this template and you're in your course, you'll be able to use that in other courses, and it's going to be a template. So you only have to set it up once, and that works for checklists, marking guides, or rubrics. So just going into rubrics, we all know what those are. It's really the most specific type of grading with a set of criteria and different levels of performance. This is what it looks like in that advanced grading scene. It gives you again, the feedback. You can really get a lot of detail. Sometimes it's just too much. It can be too complex, and it's really just about what you want to apply to your assignment. So we're kind of in a Goldilocks situation where, this bed is too soft, this bed is too hard, kind of a thing. Marking guides really offer a lot of flexibility for the personalized feedback and scores for each criteria. So this is so you can just add criteria, description, and you can save the guide and make it ready. And I encourage you to read through this, but I only have about a little bit of a minute left. So, finally, just checklists are probably the easiest, most straightforward one. If you have an assignment that they need to cover their bases here, they have to do 4 things, and that's going to be their grade. And so it's a lot easier to sort of grade these kind of things because you can just check off what they've done. And all these work with Open Grader. So I want to leave you with that. I'm right at 15 minutes. So just to kind of recap. So we went over Respondus for maintaining test integrity, ScreenPal for enhancing that student engagement with the educational videos and the advanced grading techniques. And these tools can really help to make your teaching more effective and efficient. So depending on our time, I'd welcome some questions. We can, we have about 30 seconds in this breakout room. So feel free to reach out at any point, so I can, we will be happy to help you. So, and with that, I thank you so much for being here. It's good to see a lot of you, and I hope to talk to you in the future soon. All right, we'll see you back the other way.
Hey, we were in the middle of a question. I'm gonna put my email in the chat, and if you want to discuss this further, send me an email. And I'll be happy to continue this discussion. I would love to hear the question that you were in the middle of asking.
Okay, thank you.
That's the worst part about those breakout rooms. Sorry. All right, we are back into the main room so that we can move to our second breakout. And I've renamed those rooms as Teaching and Learning with AI and Getting Started with My Courses. And I'm going to go ahead and open those rooms up again and invite people